And gave the cat some. Wouldn't that kill the cat?
No, they turned that shit up.
Damn!
Yeah, they're like, what?
Hey, but if it's like that, then the other one is like opening up its legs and like licking itself in front of me. I'm like, I don't know if it's cleaning itself and giving me a show.
She's like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it's like, hey! I'm like, I don't want to see that.
You know what? That reminds me of this DVD I had.
Send me the Shia LaBeouf thing on the link.
Yeah,
when you get a chance.
That reminds me of this one thing I saw. It was I had the DVD. It was called Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy.
Say that one more. What?
Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Isn't he coming to town? Don't he have like a concert thing coming at the Academy of Music or something?
Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I've been seeing it on the billboards in Center City.
Interesting.
I'll pay for something like that.
Academy of Music.
Right, an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
So.
I know, that's the thing.
Yeah. But Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy. What's he doing this time?
All this is just a bunch of shorts of basically all it was is Family Guy random cutaways that were never quite on the show. It looks like.
The uncensored cutting. Oh, uncensored. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Uncut, uncensored. They had named that animal penis.
Oh.
And they showed the animal penis.
Oh no!
That's wrong.
They had the gay black knight.
Okay.
A black knight. A dragon is attacking the castle.
Oh, Black Knight? Oh, seriously, sweetie. That kind of shit kind of scary.
And he has to have the list.
Yeah.
Did he fight crime or?
No, he was a black knight. He had to go fight a dragon.
What else does Seth MacFarlane have in his cavalcade?
A cat in a microwave causing a nuclear explosion.
Of cuteness?
No, just a nuclear explosion.
Okay.
Don't tell me that, because some dumbass is going to try and do that to the poor cat.
Yeah.
Because they haven't already.
They,
You know how people are.
No,
Yeah, 6 son of a bitches.
Yeah. Don't worry, Shoot. That won't happen to you.
He's like, no, we're never going to put you in the microwave. You'll be in the oven.
Nothing. After a nice hair shave at the end of the world.
Yeah, once you run out of food, you'll be our emergency food supply. Just like Minchie.
Wait,
R?
Saga. You say anything about R? I was drunk one day and I blurted all the shit out. Okay. I'm kidding, people. Maybe not.
In any event of an apocalypse, the cats will be used as emergency food rations. Just like Minchie.
Why is this cat's tail up in an unusual way? It was like sticking up straight for a minute. I'm like, is he going to poop or
No, he probably can understand what the hell we're talking about. He's like, hell no.
Fuck that.
I want to say, I do not want to see the cat doing its business. That I don't want to see.
No, he does that in the back room.
Yeah, that's why it's all the way in the background. Because I ain't trying to see that either.
Yeah, the kitty litter box, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So yeah, like I said, that Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy, which is fucking hilarious, and I would recommend you go out and get it. Because, well, although all it is just a bunch of Seth MacFarlane's cutaways that didn't quite make it into any Family Guy episode.
Yeah. Here.
Oh man, those cats,
the Mama jokes, the one doing the voices, he's using a nickname, but I know his voice anywhere. Joe from Family Guy.
Where? What are you talking about?
The Your Mama jokes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Joe from Family Guy is saying all of them. And you know how intense he can be.
Yeah.
Extreme! Do it!
So yeah, that was Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, speaking of Family Guy, and speaking of Joe, did you see this week's Family Guy?
No.
Well, Joe had this bright idea that, when he watches Peter just do whatever he wants to do, and he just don't give a crap. So that's how Joe decided to live his life. He didn't want to just do whatever the fuck he wanted to do and just not care about nobody else. To the point where he quit his job.
As a police officer?
Huh?
As a police officer?
Basically, yeah, quit his job. He left Bonnie, left the kids, took Peter Quagmire and Cleveland up to Niagara Falls. You know, actually they went to, I think they went to Vegas first. Then no, when am I getting to Vegas? Again, brain fart. But they went to Niagara Falls. They had a wild time there, as you can have at Niagara Falls. And then he decided to get this idea that he's ready to kill himself. And he leapt off of the falls.
Oh, shit.
3 times! And he kept being saved each time. You know,
Damn it!
yeah, the third, that's what he said the second time. The third time, you know, Peter and them were just talking about, well, you have a great life. I mean, yeah, you can't save people anymore as a cop, but you got a beautiful wife, and although your legs aren't useless and you can't really satisfy her the way you used to, and I'm like, damn, with friends like these, you don't need any enemies. You know, I mean, they're trying to remind them of how great his life is, but when they did that part, next thing you know, they just turned around and here goes Joe, flying over the falls, legs flapping in the wind and everything. And then he gets saved the third and final time. He's like, you know, I suck at this. Normally, I don't laugh when it comes to, you know, suicide humor. Yeah, but this made me laugh my head off, and it made me realize that I'm getting better, you know, dealing with that. But it was just a really, really, really funny episode. Just can't remember what the name of it was. But he ends up being a hero anyway, because the one other time that he tried to kill himself, I think he tried to do it a 4th time and try to do it a different way. And wait. Fuck. I forgot what he tried to do. But it inadvertently knocked Peter Quagmire and Cleveland off the banister of the falls, and they fell in the falls. And so he had to find a way to save them. And he took his wheelchair. How the fuck did he do this shit? Well, he had the wheelchair rolling downhill. He took off, I think, his pair of pants, used his pants as a cable rod, and just like slid down the cable, legs flapping in the wind with his underwear on. And through all that rigmarole, he finally meets up with his wheelchair, flops in the wheelchair perfectly, and he just keeps rolling until he finally gets into the water, into the falls, grabs onto a tree with his jeans, and has them pull them out of the falls with the jeans and his useless legs and the wheelchair. I'm not good at describing it, but it was like a feat to behold.
Very impressive.
And after all of that, he learned, hey, well, I can still perform, I can still be a hero and all that. Except for the whole being able to pleasure your wife thing. Which, of course, they had to remind him of.
Of course.
You know, and it's just like, please just don't help. And one of the few episodes where they have an actual Joe episode.
Right.
You know? And one funny moment, Quagmire actually said, you know, this is the first time I've actually touched Joe. I'm like, in about 10 years that this show has been on, this is the first time you've had any physical contact with Joe.
You never shook his hand, you never did a high five, anything?
Yeah, and he pointed out, he said, this is the first time, and all this time, this is the first time I've actually touched Joe.
Holy shit.
I'm like, what?
Wow.
I don't know.
But then again, not too many people are trying to give Quagmire a high five. His hand's always sticky.
Yeah.
Somehow. So.
But I mean,
like that one episode where when Quagmire was had to come out of his house. No, when Peter had told Quagmire about the internet and porn and all that.
Oh yeah, and he didn't leave.
And then
What's his hand like?
Yeah,
It's like,
it was you.
He's like,
yeah.
and Cleveland comes out. You see Cleveland coming out of his house
He was
finally.
limping, but his arm was like huge, like that
Are you all right? Are you all right, Quagmire?
Yeah, I'm fine.
eyes glazing over a bit. He looked like that.
I'm just gonna get the mail, which is right.
You know that meme about masturbation with that guy? He's like, one half of him is like little scrawny little chicken stick of a chest, a little chicken stick arm, and the other side is all big, beefy, like Arnold Schwarzenegger 20 times over. That's how he looked like.
You have to switch hands, dude. You have to switch hands.
That reminds me of this film I saw earlier. I think it was on the Facebook. Someone posted it. It was this. Now before y'all start, I just want to tell y'all this whole story here.
Oh God.
There's this mother and daughter. They both had like this fucking dyed blue, black hair type of thing going on.
Okay. Kind of like, Veronica out of Archie, black with a little bit of blue in it. Or...
No, this had a lot of blue in it.
Oh, okay.
It was like one of those dyed weave type of things.
Okay. All right.
And I shit you not. Questions only after the story's done here.
Okay.
The mother and daughter. How can I put this? Because this made me very. This made me actually like drink early. The mother and daughter were talking about some kind of thing that people were talking about how they were a little too close. Let's just say.
Are you going there with the I word?
No, please don't go there.
And it gets better.
You mean worse?
That too. But it gets better in the worstness.
You kind of mean like in that previous episode of Kill La Kill when Ryagu had
questions after the story.
Oh, okay.
Now, these two grown ass women who are mother and daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Genetic, biological.
Now,
I hate you, by the way.
I don't know I can't remember the entire thing what happened, but I do remember that the daughter ended up sucking on Mama's titty.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that she breastfed her when she was a baby.
And then they shared a cucumber.
And the house went silent.
And
the cat sat
I'm going to say this.
What the?
You mean they shared a cucumber, meaning they
I don't think it was
took
in the
the
salad.
cucumber and they put it on a plate,
No.
and they cut it up,
No.
and they put a little
No.
salt and pepper,
No.
and a little bit of
No.
$1,000
No.
dressing,
No.
like the way me
No.
and my mom,
No.
because we love cucumbers.
No. Not like these two love cucumbers.
I don't
If
think
you mean what I think you mean, I'm going to take that pool cue and I'm going to bash it upside your head because I do not.
It should be my head you should be bashing. It should be
There's a larger one on your right.
But no. Like I said.
What the fuck kind of cherry?
Robin, questions after the story.
There's more?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Why?
And then they said that they were celibate.
Celibate? Then I'll buy a bit.
Thank you. And so out of curiosity, I decided to look them up.
I really hate you.
I decided to look them up and found out that they have an actual website. I'm not going to say the website.
No, the hell you say.
I'm not going to say the name of the website because that would only encourage people to actually go take a look.
Right, yeah, no.
They're going to look anyway. Just
Yes.
look up incestuous mother and daughter.
Yeah, you can find like shit tons of that online. Most of it's in porn. But anyway, these girls call themselves veganographers.
Who?
What? Veganographers?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Porn
They don't like
with,
meat?
Yeah, porn with vegetables, basically.
ancestral